Hi there, my friends. This is Ayesha Motivates, and I want to thank you for taking the time to stop by and to listen to what I have to say. And I am very, very grateful because the information that I share might be for yourself, but it could be for a loved one. Perhaps you're not there at that stage where you're looking towards planning for long term care. And I don't mean about pension or retirement. I mean, actually, with the possibility that either for yourself or your loved ones, you can one day be in a long term care home. Scary, maybe, uncomfortable, I understand. But this is just another facet of our lives right now. And unfortunately, like I've shared before, we don't come to look into this information until it's actually needed. And at that time, sometimes, oftentimes, it could be at that time where you're no longer the one making decisions, someone else is. And many times, individuals making the decisions are not uh, folks who've spent time with you or have much of an idea as to what you would like or not like. And so, with that in mind, I thank you for being here. Now, today's topic that I want to look at is death. Uh, Death in the sense of, are you ready to check it all in? Like, when are you ready? Right? Believe it or not, there's a large number of individuals who sometimes just feel as if they're sitting ducks living in a long term care home. And so, what is it that would take a person there with that frame of mind? My aim, what I would like to see, is that our lives, your life, would be so full, so rich, that you just want to go to bed so that you can get up in the morning and start all over again. And for myself, that's one of the best part of my job. I'm a recreationist. Some people call it activity aid. But as a recreationist, we get an opportunity to foster enjoyment in the day to day lives of our residents. It is such a beautiful opportunity. So, whether it's having a discussion about any of the life's facets, I aim to have my residents share their views and listen to them. It's a beautiful thing to get to listen to them because there are so many who are unable to speak, whether it's because of dementia or different language, or they're shy, not bold to speak up. But the ones who can, what a joy. And so I'm always encouraging residents to speak and to share their stories. Beautiful, beautiful stories. The mere fact that so many of residents in long term care are in their 80s and up, beautiful. Today, more than ever, we see 90 and up, quite a large number. They're getting there. But there are a number of individuals, maybe they're somewhere in their 80s and having some concerns, health concerns that are more challenging than others, and they're able to say that they're waiting to die or they can't wait to die. Even if some fear might be involved in there, they're still saying, I don't mind, you know, going. But my desire is for us to say, as the Bible says, as long as we have breath, there's a purpose for us, right? I love remembering that Moses and Joshua didn't start doing their work until they were in their 80s. So I joke oftentimes with my residents and ask, well, how old are you? And if you're 80 years old, then you're a prime person ready to keep on going, you know? No longer 65 and 70 old. You're now starting to live and do and be when you're 65 and even 70, because remember, there are some individuals who still keep on working into their early 70s. And so my desire for you today is nothing more than to say, please be encouraged, and please know that as long as each and every one of us are alive, walking, breathing, there's a purpose for us. You might be ill with pains and many other ailments, but as long as there's breath in our body, there's a purpose for us. God has got a purpose for you, and you are not finished. You're not finished. I would love for individuals to get into the long term care homes and live fully. And there are many doing just that. So this is what I want to see be perpetuated, to see encouraged. No one should ever just sit around and wait to die. But if our lives are not stretched, if we don't come out of our shells, if we don't foster these traits that will help us for that time, we will be ill prepared. So I don't have enough time today to get into this, but part of us just wanting to give up on life is sometimes not having friends and families around. And sometimes this cannot be helped, because if you get into your 90s, maybe, just maybe, many of the people that you would have known, they're gone. They're no longer here. Or maybe they live far away. So then, do you give up and just feel, poor me? That is not my wish for any of my residents. That's not my wish for anyone going into a long term care home. That is not my wish. So, if there's anything that I've said that makes sense, please live a life right now where you're stretching yourselves, you're coming out of your comfort zone and making friends with others. Find a church, find a community center, get a hobby where you can involve others so that you can start fostering friendships. Because families are not just flesh and blood, you know what I mean? Sometimes they're longtime friends or friends that would end up coming to visit residents as opposed to their blood relatives. But it's important for us to form those friendships and build those friendships so that when the time comes, they're there for us. If we live a life where we're estranged from friends and families, and we're all alone, we cannot expect to have people around us at the later stages of our lives, right? It's only fair to say. So you're not ready to die when you're 80 and 70 something and even 90. No, 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 no. For some people, they're now coming alive. They're now experiencing things. They're now coming into crafts and hobbies and things that they've never thought that they would be a part of. I've started running a stamping program with some residents, and some of them, they've never done that before. They've never made cards before. We can do anything. Betty White just passed away at 99, weeks shy of being 100, and she was still doing crossword puzzles and kissing uh, handsome men on the SNL show on TV and doing so many things. We are as old as we want to feel, and we can do whatever it is that we put our minds to, even if it's not the full distance. right? You might not get the whole enchilada, but you can get a little piece of whatever it is. You know what I mean? So do not give up. Be encouraged, whatever age you find yourself. Live fully, so that when long-term care comes along, retirement, assisted living, whatever, when that time comes, you are prepared and you want to continue to live as full as you can be until your eyes close, but not before. We don't get to dictate. Let God do that for you. Live fully. Why not, right? My 2 cents. I don't know if anyone can be blessed from this, but I pray that someone can take whatever I've said that benefits you. Maybe this is not for you. Maybe it's for someone else. But I just want to thank you if you're still here and you at this point, this junction of the video. Thank you so much. Share it with someone. Share my channel, and I pray that others can be blessed as well. This is Ayesha Motivates. Take care. God bless and keep you. Bye bye, guys.